CATTLEytics. I love that name, CATTLEytics. Get it? Talking about cattle and analytics. Well, I'm here with the founders of the company, the founder Sherry and her brother Alan. Hello to you both. Now, Sherry, I understand that you are the founder of the company.
Yes, I'm a computer engineer, but then I became a large animal veterinarian, and then just seeing the limitations right now with some of the dairy farmers I was working with, the things we were doing in engineering just made sense to apply.
I am so impressed, and I know that sometimes you're on the forefront, and there are a growing number of women in analytics, in STEM, but not an overwhelming number of women. Sometimes people go to your brother and say, hey, they go to you and think that you're the one who founded the company?
That happens, yeah, and it's exciting to introduce them to Sherry. She's done an absolutely amazing job, so yeah, it's...
Yeah. Talk about how you help dairy farmers, Sherry.
Yeah, and I should say my brother's no slouch too. He's awesome. He does all of our hardware and software and a bunch of the software too. So how we help dairy farmers. So right now in Canada, about half of dairy farmers don't use any sort of digitized solutions on their farms. And if you went to a grocery store and you went to buy things and they brought out pencil and paper, it might take you a minute to pause, right? Yeah. But yet dairy farming is one of the most complex types of farming. You have to be really at the top of your game. And the limitations in software right now, it's either software that comes out tied to a specific piece of equipment, or it's software that was made back in the 80s. And because of that, all of the different things you can optimize a dairy, it's very, very difficult to do. So we're making that a lot easier.
Making it easier for them to see that information on a spreadsheet, if you will, so that they know how to move forward to keep the cattle healthy. And is that it? And to produce and keep them productive? Is that what we're talking about?
Well, it's actually a digital twin of a dairy farm. So as opposed to a spreadsheet that's sort of, two-dimensional. Instead, every object on the farm gets an object in our system, and so we connect from people to animals and animals to animals, and that way you're much more able to represent a system. So you can actually see, this is an example of our dashboard, but once you're able to draw those relationships, then relationships like family trees and genetics, and within Canada, we have a quota system, so dairy farmers can only make so much milk. They can't just make more and more milk, so they have to be more efficient if they want to make more money. So the only way forward is efficiency, which is great for things like sustainability as well.
That's incredible. This is a family. CATTLEytics is a family affair here with brother and sister. What's the best thing about working with your sister?
I think one of the most exciting things about working with Sherry is her energy, her ability to also problem solve, to be able to take a large amount of data and variables that's going on in a company and both on a farm, and then boil that down into something that's really tangible and usable within the company and also within the farm.
Alan, Sherry, the company is called CATTLEytics and CATTLEytics, sorry. And if we want to, where are you based?
So we're based in Southern Ontario mostly, but we do have people. We have a team of about 12 to 16 people, and some of them are in Alberta, but most of them are in Southern Ontario. I'm in Ancaster, so.
Oh, that's amazing. What's the medium-term goal for the company? I don't want to go long-term because I know that it's coming up and it's building up, but what would you say the medium-term goal is for CATTLEytics?
Well, we've had amazing traction. So we've gone from what was myself doing a consultancy where I was combining engineering, as a one-person team back in 2014, to now we have some of the largest dairies in the US and Canada on our platform and working with us. So what we want to do is really not create something for dairy farmers. We want to create something with dairy farmers. And so our favorite clients are the ones that come alongside us and say, hey, I want this, or can you change this? And we have these ongoing conversations with them to continuously create, a center of dairy tech in Ontario, in Canada, because we want people from all around the world to come here to see what we're doing in dairy.
Absolutely incredible. So impressed with what you're doing, brother and sister team. What's the name of the company one more time? Make sure I get it right here.
CATTLEytics.
CATTLEytics.
I love it. Thank you so much, Alan and Sherry. Thanks, Sherry.